Hi, so obviously we are live, and today I just wanted to do a recording just for Jacob. Yes, today I need to clean the fucking screen again. You'll get to meet. Look at that sexy people. You sexy folks. So we're gonna go over why it's so fucking dark in here. Alrighty, there we go. Proper lighting. So today we are gonna go over just the anatomy of a watch, Jacob, and we're gonna go over the names of my tweezers and parts. We're also gonna go give a little shout out to a bunch of other little watch stuff. It's gonna be boring. No need to join. Thank you, honey. But yeah, basically we'll get to the tool terminology last. Let's first start off with the basics. So obviously we're gonna do the tools then. The tweezers by Dumont. We have number 2 and 1. So piss and shit tweezers, basically. We have our movement holder, our movement in the movement case, dust cover right here. This is a dust cover. We've got the parts trays, and then our Swiss tool set. So why don't we get started? This is just a mat that I bought that came with all the stuff. So we're going to take oh, by the way, this is called a movement. So this is what's inside the watch. I'm coming at you with my Invicta today. So I let my Rolex have a little bit of a breather. So yeah, we're going to take apart an automatic watch. So that's the difference. This has an automatic winding function, so it winds by itself. So yeah, we'll get started. First, we're going to need to take off the rotor, which is this. Yeah, we're going to widen this a little bit. So like all of my watch projects here, and tighten you up, we are going to take the number pink tweezer out. Screwdriver. We're just going to unscrew the back rotor. Now we're going to take the 2 tweezers here. You're going to open the dust cover, place the screw there, take the rotor off ever so gently, place it in there. Now, since the rotor is off, this is all the stuff we're going to get into this, but we're going to slip it over. We always will start on the face, the dial of a watch. So we're going to zoom in here. We can put the pink screwdriver away and grab the red the red screwdriver. Here's where I'm going to lay out everything here for you. We're going to be using the 1 tweezers for now. Put your movement holder case away. Your movement holder, which is basically what it is. We're going to start with the motion works here. I fucking screwed that one on very good. Okay, so for the motion works, we're just going to finish unscrewing that with this tweezer here. So the motion works obviously is what sets the time. And also in this case, it holds down the date wheel. So we're going to undo the date wheel now. Or I guess this is a date wheel, kind of, sort of. I'm just going to get it in the groove properly there. I'm going to use the white one for this. Gray, white, whatever color you would like to call it. So usually in this step, they want us to get the dial off, or the calendar works, get you off, and put it in watch paper, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to place it in the dust cover, gently, obviously. And this is part of the date, the date stuff. So this will go with the date settings. Calendar mechanism is the word I was looking for. We're going to get motion works. So we got motion works. And this is 2 parts. So that is the cannon pinion and its little pivot. So yeah. Whoops. Just comes off Oh, fuck, I'm having a little difficulty, obviously. There we go. Comes apart just like that. There's a regular cannon pinion and its little friend there. So now we can do the keyless works. So the keyless works allows you to change the time. And basically, one of my favorite parts of building the watch. Fuck, that's sharp. Okay. Center wheel is a weapon. So we're just going to take off the keyless works here. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I learned this through Time Zone Watch School, but also I got interested in doing this. Oop, that's done. By the wristwatch revival. A guy named Marshall. He does really good. Get the plate off for that. You can remove the yoke. Yoke, come here. Come on, yoke. Come on. You bastard, you. Swap over the number 2s. And if these decide not to work, which there's your yoke, we can take the stem and crown out. And then we can get the clutch. Those are not supposed to be together like that. Well, I mean, they are. They're just not supposed to be together like that in this step. So here we are to the keyless. We are going to finish up removing that. That is your keyless works assembly done. Okay, so we have this. We have the motion works, which allows you to change the time. Well, the wheels gears that allow you that make the availability to rotate, all that jazz. This is the calendar works for the quick set. I actually can use my Invicta for an example. I just got this cleaned, so if you look at that, beautiful. So I'm going to unscrew. So these things have screw down crowns, right? I'm going to put this up towards me a little bit. So this has a screw down crown. You have your date note and you have your time. So if I pull this out one click, right, the second hand's still running. And if you want to do a quick set to the date, so maybe it goes this way. I'll try to let you be able to see it there. Oh, there you go. Sorry. Goes down. So it allows you to quick set date there, as you can see. Right? And then if you pull it out one more, so to the third position, and then that stops the second hand with a hacking lever, and then that allows you to change the time. So that first stuff, that is the gears that allow this motion to happen, right? So there's that. We're going to set it back to the 12th, I believe. It's the 12th. Okay. And the time currently is 1:18. And also the keyless works allows you to wind it. So all that info is also on the back of this, but we'll explain that later. So we're at 1:18. Beautifully on points. Now to clean the face crystal and screw back your crown down and pop it right back on. Ta-da! So that's what this does. And this just allows that date to jump, and this allows you to pull out and push in, as well as wind. Now we are going to work on the back. So the back is a little more difficult. It obviously looks very complicated. Very, very complicated, right? You have your things called reversing wheels. You have your click and click spring, which is going to look a little different than the ones we've worked on before. And this is your barrel. This is your balance bridge. This is going to be fun. This is my personal favorite part. But you can be a little intimidated by it. I was very intimidated by it when I first started doing this. I always worried. By the way, the nice automatic winding works. So obviously it automatically will wind. Always has these two beautiful blue screws. They are blued through a heat treatment. Just like how in some supercar exhausts, right? How the tips will turn blue, or they come factory tips, like aftermarket, obviously. But those go through heat treatment. So over time, if the engine heats up enough, now we can take off the big module. That is, we can further disassemble that. We're going to disassemble that later after the full teardown. Now what I was told was recommended is that you remove the balance assembly right now so you don't damage the mofo whilst it's working on it. So we're going to move you over here. We got to pop you up here and grab gently just under this biatch. Face up like that. And now we're going to continue with the barrel stuff. So this is where we got to bust out the big ones. Sounded wrong. So remember, it is for the crown wheel is reverse threaded. Okay, and we're going to use the quiet, no sighing. You're going to use the 2 tweezers here. Remember to screw to unscrew. So there we go. We just did that. And the barrel, we're going to start that assembly there. Get off your crown wheel. Nice. Where's the fuck? Oh, thank God. I thought it ran away again. So there's your shit. Well, there's your ratchet crown wheel. Now I lost the damn spring. Awesome. Awesome. Just awesome, you know? Awesome. This is a great way to start. Just lose the fucking spring already. Unless, you know. Oh, that was my attempt at being lucky. So now we search for the damn spring that decided, like every spring, Grandma, I've picked up today has always ended out of the tweezers and in some other dimension. Every one today. It's just perfect. You know? Absolutely perfect. We need to look for that click spring because that's kind of important, and I already lost the other one, so why would I want to lose this one? If I'm an idiot, I need a fucking iPhone for this.
What you got now?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I said every spring I picked up today has decided to go away. This is going to be great. Oh, found it. We're good. Thank God. This is the first one that stayed on the table. Excuse me. So we're going to move. Shit. I thought I saw it. Where'd you go? It did not go far. Where the fuck? Come on. So lift and move back. Ow, my hair. I don't know why I felt that in my hair. I meant me scalp. There you go. There's your click spring. Jesus Christ. I had to order another one because remember how I found it in last stream? Yeah, I lost it and just found it. My question is, when I pulled this bitch up, I thought I caught a glimpse of another click spring. Guess I didn't. Okay, now to continue with the rest of the barrel assembly, which is obviously going to be quite a few parts here. So back to, let's go over this again. We have the motion works, which is the parts that interact with the second hand, minute hand, hour hand. That's what the cannon pinion is. The cannon pinion allows you to set all that stuff. We have the date works, which allows you to change the date or the time, and this is an automatic quick set. So this will go around and hit not this, but it'll hit something, and it'll allow you to change the date through setting the time. We have the keyless works, and we have the automatic winding works. So the keyless works allows you to switch settings between time wind and date. And this is the automatic work. So as you're just normally walking around through the day, the rotor, which is what we took off first, will just rotate and allow you to wind the watch. This is the beautiful part of the whole operation here. Got a little bit of damage there, but it should be fine. And this is the barrel. So this is all the winding stuff and click and click spring and that. So this is your click, as you saw the little click spring right there. And these are always held on by little baby screws here. First, we need to release the ratchet. This is the ratchet wheel, which is always regularly threaded. This usually goes on top of the barrel, the mainspring barrel here. You can set that down, get the ratchet off like that. And by the way, this is the bushing. It's kind of like a washer, but it's attached to the screw, which makes this easier. So thank you, Swiss brand fucking ETA, Swiss, whatever. So we're going to take the red screwdriver here. We're going to unscrew it. Unlike women, you can't unscrew those, but you can unscrew a watch, which is awesome. Don't tell your parents that joke. That was pretty fucked up. Any fucking way, we're going to continue removing the barrel bridge assembly here. So all of my tools I use are from Bergeon, maybe, well, except the tweezers, those are Dumont, but everything is basically Swiss. This movement is a Salita ETA thing. This is also Swiss. So what this does, this is what this does is this will interact with this wheel, which in turn will, which like I showed you was over the barrel here. And when that rotates, this barrel will also rotate, and that's what winds. So we're going to take a sneak peek, not a sneak peek, but a look at what that gold one rested on. Good. And that, remember how that second hand dropped and I told you it hacked this? Come here, baby. Come here, little one. This is a hacking lever or a balance, which we're going to keep on with the barrels. And now we're going to get the train wheel off. So this just holds all of the winding stuff. This is just what regulates the winding. This is what the heart of the watch does. So it's what you hear that shit, which is actually interesting. So the little click, click, click you hear in mechanical watches, there's a thing called a pallet and pallet fork, and that will interact with the escape. We'll get into that. Just give me a second. So now we're going to take off the train of wheels, which are the little gearsy bits, if you want to call it. The gears, basically, that everybody thinks of mechanical watches, right? It's my favorite part because we call them wheels. Oh, shit. That's why it's the train of wheels. We're going to start placing that over there. Usually these are held in by 2 screws, no matter what brand, except, that Chinese one we did yesterday. That only had, that had 2 screws. Well, technically it had 3 screws because that back plate was everything, really. We're going to move this here, and this is called the train wheel bridge. So it holds everything in place. And now this is called your center wheel for obvious reasons. Your seconds wheel for more obvious reasons. Your mainspring barrel, which, remember, that's what it rested on, so that goes with the barrel assembly. Your other guy here, beautiful little baby wheel here. And now we can gently, but ever so surely, grab the top of the escape wheel. Right, remember I was talking about the escape wheel. There's a pallet fork that will interact with this, and you'll be able to hear the tick, 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 tick. If you look up any videos of automatic mechanical watches, and you'll hear the second sounds. It's an iconic sound. But now we're to take off the pallet and pallet forks. So I'll explain how each one interacts with each other. Right? So we're going to get the pallet screw out, the pallet bridge. There we go, beautiful. And the pallet fork. which is off. And remember, we can further disassemble this, the automatic winding works, right? Hopefully you can see that. Let me raise this up a little bit. So here's the automatic winding works. Like earlier, you can just take that, pick that up. Oh, and this is all done. So everything's off that. We're going to place that there. It is the body or corpus iwachi, which is, I made that up just now. Basically the corpse of the watch. So this, obviously, as I explained, oh, I can even show you more here. So throughout your day, I know it's very poor quality here. Throughout your day, when you walk, the watch will wind. And basically, when that winds, these wheels will move. And in turn, they will interact throughout the day and wind everything in place. Just give me a second. Okay. It just fascinates me, all this little stuff. So we're going to need a little bit of a smaller screwdriver head. So you can either use yellow or black. So black usually is pretty good because once you go black, you won't go back. So this fits perfectly. Yes, that was a Family Guy or it was a random comedy show reference. Did you stick on? No, you didn't. It was a show reference somehow. So we're going to take this plate off. Right? So we got the plate off. If it would fucking cooperate, that would make this tear down. Oh, dude, fuck off, wheel. You get the plate off, which holds down every individual wheel. We got wheel number 1, wheel number 2, reversing wheel number 1, and reversing wheel number 2. Well, there you go, beautiful. And then the corpus dewachius, the automatico, whatever. So how all of this interacts with each other, right? So this obviously is, like I said, helps you set the time and interacts with the hours, minutes, second hand. This allows you to do a quick set date or every 24 hours. This will automatically do the date after this hits the 12 o'clock. This allows you to either set the date, change the time, or wind when it's at closed position. These are the automatic winding works, right? So throughout your day, the rotor, which we placed in there, that big heavy thingy-mabopper, is attached to this, which in turn, well, there's a little wheel right here on this. So throughout the day, it'll wind and everything here interacts. And it, in turn, remember this big guy right here is placed on top of this. And so basically one of these gears attaches to this. So it'll interact with that, and that allows you to automatically wind it. Or this, you can manually wind. So if you see your click spring here and your click, that is what does the little, when you wind it. Give me a second. I have an example here. So when you wind it, that is your click and click spring going. Sorry. When you wind, see where you can see the, yeah, there you go. So you can see that all wind up. And this is also a Rolex movement. So these bright purple areas are your reversing wheels. So it automatically will wind. So, or you could just manually wind it like that. So that is the ratchet click and click spring sound. Now when you pull this, remember when you use this, you pull out the stem to, change it all the way. This lever here hits this balance wheel, and this balance wheel will stop spinning. A lot of watches have it, some watches don't, and I feel like the ones that don't keep better, not as accurate time, because you don't really predict where that second hand is going to be. You just kind of have to wait. So it's a lot harder. So this stops the balance, and then you can change the time. Usually I like to stop it at the exact 12 o'clock on the second hand. When it hits that 60 seconds and it's resetting, I like to change the time then. But this is your mainspring barrel. So inside this barrel, there is a mainspring. We'll worry about the mainspring later. We're not going to open this shit up. We're not going to do that. So obviously this is your click, and that goes in the grooves of this. This is what holds your click. So when you wind it, it clicks back into the next position. These just hold it down. This is the train of wheels. So this is the center wheel, and the center wheel goes through the top of this. This is called the cannon pinion, and that is what you attach your seconds hand to, and it's a central seconds watch. This is the second wheel, I believe. So this just interacts with this, allows you to help the seconds. So this, I think, is your minute wheel. And this is one of your winding bits. This is the escape wheel, and the escape wheel attaches, I believe, to either the center wheel, and it is what is used with. It interacts with the pallet fork. So these two are called an escapement. Tourbillons have escapements, but we're going to go over. You know exactly what a tourbillon is. You see me wear it, and then the body, obviously, of the watch. So on the watch, there are these pink things here. I got 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four, 5. 5 jewels, and then on this you have a jewel, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 jewels, 16 on top. So we're going to check the rotor and see how many jewels there are, just to count. So here's your rotor. It says 26 joules. Let's see here again. We're going to flip you over and see better. So we're going to use my phone flashlight real quick. It's going to be quite blinding, so I can count the joules. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me try that again. Got. I'm going to flop it to this side. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. I don't know if they count those as joules, but we're going to leave it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These have joules. 16, 17, 18. I'm only counting 18 joules. It says there's 26 somewhere. Interesting. Well, I'm going to pretend like they didn't lie. Maybe if we flip you over, there's a joule somewhere. Nope. I'm thinking these may have joules themselves. It's interesting. Well, I think we'll count as we do the rebuild here. So usually on rotors, they will state either the brand name of the watch or the joule count. For example, on the back of my Invicta here, we can move this up to my sexy face, and we can go back to the back of my Invicta here. By the way, this thing's like, here's your rotor doing its thing, right? Throughout the day, it just winds like that, right? It does that throughout the day and keeps this automatically wound. Let's see on the back. This says, let's clean you up a little bit. Do it properly this time. We're going to use my Reef Tiger. Beautiful Reef Tiger. So this says on the back, 8930. Nose is itchy. Sorry about that. All stainless steel, Japanese movement assembled in Malaysia. Invicta, water resistant, 200 meters. And inside it says NH358, NH35, which is a Seiko movement. Fix my damn hair. Which is a Seiko movement. It also says 5 or S2 11. This has 24 joules, allegedly. There's one in the center. It says USA product. Dude, this thing is like a world fuck. USA product, and it says Invicta Watch Group since 1837. You can also see Let's just see how many joules we can see right now. I think there's a joule there. 1, 2, 3. 3 at the moment. 3, 3, 4, 5, possibly a 6th joule. So yeah, that's a see-through case back. Now I can actually show you. I love this watch. This was my daily watch for a long time. I just don't wear it that much. It's based off of the Submariner. Very pretty watch. I love it. I had thought of this one in Vegas, so I remember we were eating out somewhere, and this was back like 2015, I think, somewhere around that timing. And yeah, I won like $100-something. We were in Vegas. We were at Caesar's Palace, I believe. There's a little animatronic Atlantis show, and yeah, you don't need to see my ugly ass face here for this story. We moved back, and there was this Atlantis show, and I won I think it was like $100 or something. I don't remember what the case was. It was a long time ago, and I wanted to get a cool watch that looked like a Rolex, but I couldn't afford a Rolex, right? So I don't remember what it was, but a long time ago in a city far, far away, Vegas, right? Vegas, it's a city. Vegas is a city, right? So I wanted something that looked like a Rolex. So there were plenty of options. There was the bigger case, which obviously had the more ridged design like on my Rolex you see all the time. This one doesn't really twist. It twists, but it's a pain in the ass to twist. And I just wanted, maybe it was originally either a two-tone gold and so silver bracelet with gold interlining, and the dial was bigger and it had a bigger pearl loom, right? This is the smaller version of that, and it is awesome. I haven't got it in for a service yet, which it's going to need here in a sec, because every 3 to 5 years, I've had this for over 5 years. I lost count, but it's heavily worn. You can see the damages on the bracelet. It's a good watch. It's a very reliable watch. But I decided on this one. I didn't know really about sizes on my wrist, but I have baby ass wrists, so it does fit perfectly. It's just a fold over clasp. It was $110. But yeah, I discovered it in Vegas. I thought it was pretty cool. Now that we got all that shot done, we can place this stuff. You can place them in the that is the parts trays. So I'm going to start with the stuff here, the Motion Works, cannon pinion, fancy gold stuff. We're going to polish these by hand, make them all nice and shiny so they present well. Oh, fuck me. Get over here. So we got that in our first tray. And now we're going to do the Calendar Works in the next one. Right. Righto. Oh, fuck. Fuck. There we go. Get your screw in. Nice. And now do the keyless. Remember, that allows you to change the date, set the time, wind, and do all that. Get your yoke, which is that does help you set the different settings. So they call it a setting lever sometimes. Get these guys in here. Here I'm going to swap boxes, right? So I can put this in more of its own space. Right, we're going to put it in one of these bigger ones. We're going to put it in a big one here. And get your wheels. Oh shit. That's 1, 2. Your reversing wheels here. 3, 4. You get 3 screws. 2. Oh, fucker. I didn't want them all touching, but. And then your plates for this, which has 3 joules of its own. So that makes this whole assembly have 6 joules. Now we are going to place the balance wheel, and it's in its little bit. Place your screw in there as well. And now we're going to place the barrel stuff. So we're going to put your mainspring barrel bridge. Oh, by the way, this has a few jewels of its own. So it has one big ass jewel. There you go. One jewel. Perfect. And then we're going to put your setting hacking lever, your ratchet wheel, your screws, just your friendly old screws, right? Put that in, your click, your very elusive click spring, which your crown wheel screw, and the crown wheel. If you hadn't noticed, obviously it's full. Next, we're going to use this for the train of wheels, which we're going to put in there gently. Grab that in there nicely. So I think today we actually may do 2 streams, or lessons technically, today about automatic versus manual wind. So I think we'll do that today. And then we're going to do the pallet. That's the pallet fork. This one is what we don't want it resting on that side. Thank you. The pallet fork is quite fragile. Thank you. And then we're screw for this. And then we have the body left. So what this tray does, move you out of the way. We're going to clean this off a teeny tiny bit. You've got all sorts of miscellaneous shit in this. There's a few like shadings of metal I'm seeing. You got one there. You got another one somewhere like right here. So I think these are coming off of screwdrivers and shit. Maybe screws? Not sure. So, like I said earlier, when I was picking this up, I thought I saw a glimpse of a click spring. I could have been wrong, but I believe this is the side I was working on as well. Interesting. So we're going to fold this, throw this off to the side for a second. All right. And I'm going to use my phone flashlight once again to see if I was seeing things. You never know. It could still be on the desk. Like it probably never left the desk. The first one, first click spring. So there's no click spring here. You are not the click spring I am looking for. So as we do, gently, I'm going to just tell this stuff to fuck off to the side. Her dildo's name is Molly. Okay, let's see. And just double checking to see if there's any pieces that are amongst the dust on this map before I blow it away. Okay. Got nothing besides the stem and crown, which could be also placed in the dust holder, as well as the movements corpse. It's a little trick there. The movement holder. Move all this shit out of the way. Grab the air puffer by Bergeon because we're bougie or some shit. I like blowing the shit off the desk because it's kind of fun. You know what time it is, guys? It's clean my fucking desk time. Just so we can take a quick break from this, and we'll be back into it, Jacob, in a second. So we're going to fold this, right? We're going to fold this all nice and neatly. Yep. And so that's all nice and neatly folded. We can place this in the watch wipe box slot, which is the first big drawer, Jacob, in case you ever decide to make an appearance in my classroom, bedroom, not office, sorry, office, classroom, teaching desk, food desk. And we're going to possibly restock on some stuff. So on the first drawer, as always, folks, you've got the tweezer drawer. So these are these go in number 1 slot. So I have them sorted by their numbers. So these are the spare 2s. And this is the proper 2, which we are going to take out and blow some of the dirt and dust out of this section. Okay? Which we can actually remove each slot. Yeah. Oh, because these are handmade, right? So these can come out nicely. Just gotta look, see if there's any parts in here. There are not. And now we can use that dust cover with the dust blower. Blow all this shit out of here. Okay, now we can replace these things into their spots, corrective spots. We can replace each of these pegs, the dividers. Yes. Yes. Yes, and remember, as we set them, we use, since these ones are number 2, are these the good or bad number 2s? These are the good ones. And the bad, no, this is the H set, so that's the first one. And these are the bad number 2s with the bent tips. And then the H5. So those are like needle nosed. They're really sharp. And you'd want the brand facing up, not the back with the numbers. It's just not presentable. And then just like that, set them off. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go search for something that went missing a little while ago, which is actually watch wipe. It's yellow. You guys may remember the yellow watch wipe. I don't know what to do with it, where I put it, but I'm gonna start searching for it. After I put my fucking Xbox together, right? All of them. That stuff. Clean the house a bit. You know, as you do. Nothing. Rolling heat. See the heat? Where else could I put it? It's fucking plugged in. I'm not even playing. Okay. There. Sorry, I was going to the restroom. So, as I clean up here, got the wipe. And this is the one we're going to use for examples here in a second. So we're going to fold you nice and pretty. And then I'm going to place you on top of the Reef Tiger selection and grab this one. Wipe fucking down. Wipe it down. Wipe everything down. Everything. All of the stuff. Under this. I have a clean workspace. Can't keep second guessing your shit. Oh, fuck. Guitar pick. Now we gotta look for my guitar pick. Because I lost that shit too. Not under the couch. Guitar. Used. You don't need to plug in. Battery. Two batteries actually, which we can clean off and get rid of. Beautiful. Now our workspace is nice and clean. Okay. So we're going to fold up that little rag, that watch wipe, as I call them. And we're going to do an inventory of what we have in here. So we're going to get back out our placemats, is what I call it. I call it a placemat, just so you guys can see it. So we're going to get back over to me. Yay, my ugly face. Inventory. What do I got? So we have the box, and we can go every other option, but we've already done the screwdrivers. You've got your movement section, where we have the Rolex Tyrier 134, the ETA 2823, that cheap-ass Japanese movement we worked on. So those go in this drawer. Place this away. And when I'm working with clients and their watches, this one, this one holds the body parts of the watch, like the dial, the case, hands, etc. Here's where dial hands and stuff is. You'll see it. I just want my fucking yellow guitar pick, my OG guitar pick back. I don't know where that went. We're going to find that next. I know where the one that I was using as a substitute went. I don't know where my famous guitar pick, the one that I always use since day one. No, that's not it. That's garbage. Nope, that's not it either. We'll worry about that in another video then. Okay, sorry. We'll get back to rebuilding now. Nice. So, I got a lot of parts. They're all Swiss. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck, shit. Let's get back to it. Good. Here's the fun part. We take these back out, right? And we're going to start with the fuck. Sorry. Get our movement holder back. We're going to start on the back. And we're going to start with the trainer wheels, which is in this basket. Remember which ones we used? We used 1 and 2. Sharpen 1. Potential injury number 2. And we're going to use the number 2s to pick up the parts. So this is what allows the seconds, minutes, hours, times to change. Right? There's your central center wheel, your escape wheel, your train wheel bridge, and its 2 little screws. So I've been looking around on Etsy. Remember how I always say I don't have my cleaning machine yet? I found one for $600. Give me a second. You go back in there. Nice. 210. Nice. So I found one that's blue. It's a mechanical one. It's really sick. So we're gonna start with the usual, with the train wheel here, which I'm gonna need rotated towards me. So the difference you're gonna see today versus tonight. Yes, we're doing 2 sets. We're gonna place our escape wheel in its little slot there. There you go. Good job. Is just like that. Oh, fuck me. Hate that thing. Yes, so this, you're gonna notice there's one step that's different. I'm not gonna say it now, but just pay close attention. That's all I gotta say. Just pay close attention to what I'm doing in what order. It'll be plainly obvious. I'm gonna need this closer to me for a second. Just so I can see properly. So there's a pivot, also known as a jewel. These rest in and on except the center wheel. Okay. With all of the wheels in place properly, now we can pop on the train wheel bridge. This can be a pretty difficult task sometimes, for me included. Got you in your place. I'm gonna pop everything back off. But yes, so each one of these, you're just gonna need a bit of persuasion here. Just like that. Okay, there you go. You tested it. Now to tie it down, not tie it, but to place it, put it in place. So we're going to use the 2 screws. Now it is suggested and recommended that you do give it a little bit of force down with your finger. Yeah. Okay, and you're going to use the red one for this. Totally up to you. So we're going to unscrew that and replace this escape wheel here. Okay, it's in place. Good. Now we have a properly placed escape wheel. Beautiful. Nice. Now we can do the other side. So yes, this is the train wheel. So this is what everything likes to interact with. Now next is my favorite part, the click assembly. We'll get to that bucket section later here. So we're going to get all this stuff out. All of it. Every single fucking part. Every fucking part. You guys are stealing parts. How could you? I'm going to check for something real quick. When I blew shit off the table, I'm wondering if I blew the original spring off as well. Eyelash somehow. Give me a second. Give me a second to sit around for a bit. For a bit, just a bit. Only a bit. Just a bit. Not much. A bit. Okay? 10 minutes to search for it. It looks like fresh in the light. I dropped it yesterday. A couple days ago. 2 days ago. And was searching for it for a little while. Hopefully now that I've walked around and fucked around, it's up properly somewhere. Today I have my full intention on finding it. Alright. I wish I could train Sawyer to do a search for my watch parts when they fall. But he can't do that now, can he? Lord have mercy on my fucking soul. Damp, dingy, special ed soul. I'm gonna try you guys not to see this angle. We'll search for it later, actually. Okay, so. Okay, cool. Now for the get a little more difficult stuff, we're going to be doing the barrel assembly. This is what will interact with the train wheels. You'll see as I demonstrate for a little bit. By the way, I was crawling around on the floor. That's why I said you guys don't want to see that angle. So we're going to grab your mainspring barrel, which is right here, and you're going to slide it on into place properly. It should just go just under there. Let's do a quick test. Good. Now, oh, right. Almost fucked that up. Remember L on the bell? So we're placing the hack right now, or the balance stop lever. Now we can place the barrel bridge. It should just fall into place like so. Nice. Now is where you're gonna secure it down to the main plate. Just gonna put a little pressure. Or just screw it down. Watches like this were just made to be worked on. So okay, swapping back to number twos. After we put this third screw in, it's going to get a little more difficult from there, for me at least, because I'm the only one working on this, is putting that damn click spring and click into place. So expect flying parts. Or don't, because, I'm good at this. Well, getting better at this. I practiced a few springs today on that Japanese movement. Quite nice. That was a movement from the inside of a fake Rolex. So you're going to take your click spring and you're going to fuck yourself. That's what you're going to do. You're going to grab it by its tip. Nice. We have the click spring in place. Beautifully done by yours truly, me. So next we are going to fucking get this click on. So I'm going to wait for my hands to stop shaking here. We're going to take a gaming break. Why not? You're at 85%. Nice job. Need some Face ID. I know, right, Soy? Next is my anxiety fingers part. Anxiety fingers? I don't know why I called it that. I just fucking got scammed. Fuck you. So that should take about 2 hours. Thanks for the cash. Appreciate that. We're about an hour in. I'm sorry. I'm taking a gaming break at the moment. Oh, you're fucked. There you go, bud. Playing Jurassic World Evo at the moment, so you guys can just sit back, relax, and just enjoy the show, I guess I could say. Okay, we're going to see where we can go with the Sharkies. I want to see some new ones. Plesiosaurus, Stixosaurus, and the Dildosaurus. Yes, my favorite. My favorite, the Dildosaurus. We're going to turn the volume down so no copyright shit goes on. And now we're going to get to the click spring. Sorry, the click. So with the click, what you're going to want to do because you're not going to have that happen. Damn it. You know that meme where whenever you watch a video and then you tap on the skip ahead, it just goes straight to the app? Yeah, that just happened. Now we've got the click spring in the right proper position. Hmm. Oh, you fucking slut. I'm fucking you over slowly, sir. Oh, fuck me. Not right. Unfair. Use all four on me, sweetie? Fucking go. Go. And he's 3. Smart. You fucked me over with my own dino. What the hell? Where's your little dude? There he is. Thanks, bud. Close but no cigar, you motherfucker. My thing is shit. I think this spring is too fucking big because reasons. I'm gonna use yeah, give me a second. That's the best we can do. But what we can hope for Jesus Christ, I don't even know how I did that. now we can secure this crown wheel in place. Now we got that beautiful fucking crown wheel in place, ratchet wheel. Now we can place the ratchet wheel. Sorry that takes so long. I just get anxiety and shake. So we're past the anxiety portion. Now we can place that beautiful crown wheel. I keep calling it a crown wheel. I keep meaning ratchet wheel. There we go. I don't know why that took so fucking long. We're now going to secure that crown wheel in place. Ratchet wheel. Shit. Okay, now we can get to the screwdriver. Okay, just doing another sound check on that. Now, what I like to do before we get to the finishing up the automatic winding works is I love to set the palette and finish up the escapement. Good. This part takes a little bit of practicing to get used to, but truly no little taper in place. Now we secure this in place. By rotating it slowly with our hands. Slow hands, butterfly time. We are getting very close to the end, boys. We are getting close to the end. I can smell you. I can finish the shit, or I can't. I don't know how this impression's doing over the fucking TV, but we're doing okay. And the only reason I like screwing in stuff with the tweezers, but sometimes what's interesting is you do want shit to screw in right. Sometimes screwdrivers work. Now we are to place the balance wheel. That jazz on now. So when we don't need to do it later, we do not have to. do take care on stuff like this because, you know, it is the balance wheel after all. The most important piece to having a running watch. You're just going to screw it in via tweezer, then to a regular screwdriver. Nice. Well, let's flip the movement over forcefully. Why don't we? Yeah? Now, if that didn't fuck everything up, we can work on this. The automatic winding works finally. Right? Crazy. Make as little noise as possible because I can obviously hear your feet dragging every time you walk. I'm going to do this one somewhat quickly. Oh, shit. I have already explained what this does, so you're just going to watch me redo it. In all necessity, we really didn't need to take it all apart in the beginning. We did. So, I need a new chair. Alrighty. That's not even a wheel. It's not even a reversing wheel. I don't know why I picked it up. These should just fall into place when it's just set just right. And you're going to see what I mean when good. Now we can place on this guy. This one in its right place. Shut up. It should just seat itself like that. It's beautiful. Now we just place the bridge that is covering it, and it only contains one screw. But while we're at it, we might as well kind of clean it up because fucking it's killing me. Okay, nice. Now we can just place it in, put it in place. Fuck. attempt 1, attempt 2. Gotta maneuver this tweezer view into the position we want. Fuck. There's probably an easier way of doing it, but we got it down. It's fine. Like I said, this contains just that one screw, which can either help us or hurt us, because, you know, bitch likes to fly. And today it wants to hurt us. So that's great. Go in, you little shit. There we go. We can place that off to the side. Oh, you bitch. Come on. Beautiful. Now you place this over the ratchet wheel. Crown wheel. I always mess that up. And it should just plop right in place. Okay, that's in place. Now to screw it down with those blue screws that I like so much. This may actually wind just as right as it should, because the spring is in place properly. Now that everything not liking the placement of that. Not liking that at all. No, maybe it's just the way it's positioned that I don't like. Good. That seems a little smoother now, but earlier it wasn't. That smooth. Did not feel just It didn't feel like it was set. Excuse me. Right. I'm trying to keep this in camera view, but from my view, it's not. Outcome not look good. Okay, got all the stuff with the complex shit all done. Now we can do the basic stuff. So we're done with one of the boxes, trays, whatever you want to call it. Get that out of the way. Next, we're doing the keyless, but first we need to attach the cannon pinion to its thingy. It takes so long to get in there for like fucking 20 minutes. Okay. We are to place, if I even remember how. Fucker. Back over here. We're going to swap sides because movement can fuck off. Older stuff can fuck off. Because this needs a bit of a stronger grip. Oh, fuck. Where to go now? Come on. It's a cannon pinion. It couldn't have gone far. I don't even know why I have my flashlight out, but... How do I lose? Go away. You're not correct. Get out.
I just go.
Oh, shit. Go.
Wait, I'll find it.
Good luck. Dude, if that had hit your foot, this could have been the end of me. Hmm?
Can't replace the lights.
Well, I mean, it gets me better lighting and angles and shot. Yeah, I know. Or, since we've got money, we might as well. It's only $500. It's $500. Are you fucking with me now? Where'd he go now? Where'd it go? It went. I don't know where it landed though. Must have landed on something soft. Don't tell me it shot all the way over here again. Oh, this gets difficult. On this one, I haven't taken off that bottom plate before. The first time I've had a cannon pinion go flying. There we go. It's on. As disastrous as that was, it's on. Now we can place that on top. Shut up, Sawyer. You're not part of this. And sit on a bloated anus. No, I'm just kidding. All right, back to finishing up the watch. You can turn off now flashlights. Now we can continue with the motion works, which I do want to polish up because it is kind of yucky looking. Obviously, number one tweezers ain't for picking shit up. So there the motion works. All right, so this allows you to change the time properly. Yeah, but now we're going to work on the keyless work, so the setting basically. So this sets everything: time, mechanically wound, manually wound, date, automatically date. Automatically date's not a fucking word, but so recently I was looking at the keyless assembly and wondering why everything seemed the same, but I noticed a little difference, and I'll explain that to you with the next watch once we finish that up. When we finish this one, we are going to take a couple-hour break, and then I'll be on the rest of this tonight, basically. Now we can place the clutch, yoke, all of that jazz. Switching leather. Now we can apply the yoke. Exactly like it sounds, egg yolk, yolk. Okay. Now we can place its cover plates. I call them cover plates. You can call them whatever the hell you want. Your watch, your experience, not my issue to solve. Now here's the part where you can check your success level, whether or not it will wind. Okay, so you do have an issue, which means you've got to reset. It's that yoke, I know, is what's wrong. No, never mind. Apparently everything's all good. Interesting. I believe I may have had this problem last time as well. So it is winding, which is great. Now we place the clutch thingy on. Good. And now we can do the date stuff, which is nice. And we can get rid of the big tweezer here. Get all this shit out. Place the date work. Calendar quick set, I believe is what that's called. Okay. And then you can, now this is your automatic calendar. It's my house phone, sorry. Whew, excuse me, Jesus Christ. Grammy, quiet. So I've learned recently. I'm asking you to shut the fuck up is what I'm doing. Now we're just placing this down. This is purely just to secure the date wheel in place. Yeah, but everybody on YouTube can. Quiet. That sucks. Who is it, Mom? Hey, Siri. Call Mom. Yes? Yeah? Mom? 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 Mm-mm. Mom's in the casino. I can hear her. Mom? No, she butt dialed. Mom. Mother. Melanie. Mommy. Nope, nothing. Guys, we are just about done with this. She's already at the casino. I can hear it in the background. Well, I mean, she couldn't hear me. She's probably gonna... Thought she was gonna come pick you up. Or were you not going? Now we can just finish up with the security process, which really is what this is for, but this also has multiple purposes. Really? You notice it also holds the motion works and the quick set piece in, as well as holding that date wheel teeth. I just called her on my phone. Technically, she called me. Okay, guys, we're done. Now here's the fun bit. Does it wind? No. Flip it back over. And then we can apply the fucking winder. You can place the rotor back on. That was the word I was looking for, rotor. Nose is fucking running. And look, we finished. We're done. So we can place it back in the movement holder. You can see that rotor. That goes all day. Rotates for you. All day, and it winds your watch. Isn't that cool? So, hopefully 2 hours and 13 minutes was enough of my time that I wasted. So, we'll see you guys back in fucking 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. See you in a bit. Bye.